Oh man, your mod is so big.
Alright guys, VTR. I'm not sure if it's really gonna last out there as long as I would like it to be, but I really enjoy the VTR. The VTR is this guy. Pretty slick. It's basically a box mod, not a mechanical mod, but a box variable wattage, variable voltage mod. Those of you who are moving from the Ego style to something up a little bit, and you want something that's nice and neat, very easy to take to work, and you don't really have to worry about it too much. It comes in a nice nifty case like this, and it does have an iclear 30S, which is a top dual coil system. And what does that mean? It means that those of you who are used to dual coil systems, great. If you're used to a bottom dual coil system, the difference is it's going to be a little bit warmer. The coils are closer to your mouth, so you're going to get a warmer vape. So, for instance, if you are an ex-smoker, particularly a new ex-smoker, and you want something like the VTR, this is a good product for you to go to, because you're going to enjoy the little bit of a warmer vape. As you move along, you're going to find that you like cooler vapes. Hold on a second. I just set this guy up and it's been wonderful, and I need it. That is just, that's good. Anyways, we'll get to that guy later. But anyways, the VTR is really good. I enjoy it because of this one little deal right here. And also it does have an ohm meter and all that good stuff. It does do some sub-ohm readings for you, which is nice if you're building. But I'm going to base this review more off of the guy who's getting this for what I would think the intent is. This is something that you can turn on and off real quick with the 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. I'm off. And bam, 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 bam. I'm on. Alright. Put that in your pocket. You don't have to worry about it. It's solid. I mean, this thing is rock solid. The finish on there reminds me of like the camo paint on a shotgun. You know, like the Mossberg 12 gauge with the camo paint down the barrel. It's just got a real durable finish. I've actually took this to work, dropped it several times unintentionally, and the only thing that ever happened was this little boop, popped out, battery slid, but nothing bad happened to it. As a matter of fact, I picked it up, put the battery back in it, closed it, and 1, 2, 3, it came on, and it worked. So the iclear 30S, I'll be honest with you, for me it is not my favorite vape. Reasons why is I didn't like the iclear 30 that much either. For some reason, maybe because I'm a chain vapor. I mean, I'm on a dripper 6 milligrams, and I chain vape it. The iclear 30 and the iclear 30S, I typically get a dry burn every once in a while, so I have those in-betweens vapes where I make sure she's primed and ready to go. You know, you've got to take care of the tank so they're ready to fire. So let me turn this guy on. This tank's been sitting with some juice in it, so it should be primed and ready to go. I'm getting a 2.1 ohm reading on it. I'm going to set it at about, let's do 9. That should be a nice, good warm vape. It's a solid, warm vape. I got some 12 milligram and I can feel it. So I'm getting the satisfaction I need from the nicotine from this really quick. It's delivering the vapor, it's warm, it tastes good. So let's get down to the nitty gritty on the itaste VTR. What is it? Variable wattage, variable voltage. What does that mean for you? It means that particularly, like, I know that I like mine at 9. So that means any kind of tank I put on here, whether it be a Pro Tank 2 or a K-Fun, anything on here, if I like the 9 watt of vaping experience, it's going to stay at 9 watts. Now, if you go to the variable voltage, that's where things get a little bit tricky. And I did do a post on batteries and all that, and I did put up a post on Facebook, TC Vape Reviews. If you haven't joined, you should, about ohms and Ohm's law and how to figure that out. So if you really don't want to get into this, you could probably fast forward a little bit. But for those of you who want to get into this variable voltage part, you do need to know first your ohm reading. That's where it's going to say A 2.1, A 1.0, or A 0.5. Haha, it does sub ohms, but it only does up to 15 watts of sub ohm power. Now, if I take those sub ohms, or 2.1, and I click it again, so let me get this screen to go off. Alright, here we go. 2.1, A in front of it means amps. This is my wattage. Aha, I clicked it again, and now I'm at voltage. So now I can set this voltage wherever I want. So let's say we'll try to vape it around, and this is what I used to do. Now that it's got variable wattage, to be honest with you, I don't even use that part of it. But if you have like an old lava tube or something like that, or you find a good deal in the lava tube, hey, get one. They work great. Lava tube. I'll show you one of those in another video. But anyways, I would usually start off at 3.7. And for those of you who are going from the Ego style up, 3.7 is but pretty much what you've been used to. The nice thing though is you can go from that 3.7, try it. If it's not quite enough or it's not warm enough, that's what the voltage is doing, is it's increasing based off that ohms that stays right here, and as more voltage you add, the more wattage you get. Okay, so ohm sits right here. Based off your ohms, it's the multiplier for your wattage. So when I increase my voltage and the same ohms, I get the wattage. Now if I change my ohms, my wattage multiplier, because ohms is the multiplier, switches. Okay, that's kind of a real basic description of all that system. So I'm going to try it at 3.7 and then go, okay. It's not bad, but you know, it just doesn't seem like it's putting out enough, whatever, so I'm going to crank it up. And I'm going to go ahead and go straight up to 4 volts. Now 4 volts, we're getting closer to actual mod being attacked. Actual mod territory, where you actually take a battery off of a Trustfire charger or whatever brand you prefer that will shut off after it's charged. Put it in there. They usually start off at about 4.2 volts. So that first initial vape you get off of like a mechanical mod, you can hold it there at that 4.2 volts all the time. So if I know that, say my, oh good lord, that's going to be annoying, my Pro Tank 2 sits at 1.5 ohms because I built it that way, and I like it right on top of a battery, and put it on here, then I can just put it at 4.2. So let's say that's what I'm going to do. So I go ahead and take it at 4.2. I try it. That's a good vape. So let's say you start to get kind of a hot little burn taste in your mouth. One of two things has happened. One, you've increased your voltage too much, and it is in fact burning your wick because your wick's not able to keep up with the amount of draw that it needs for the juice. Because you got to juice and, you know, coil temperature ratio. If the coils are super hot and there's not enough juice to flow into it, it's going to start burning, and that's not fun. Some tanks, if it burns, it can ruin the taste of the flavor in the whole tank. So I would recommend you take it up step by step. As soon as you notice something, kick it down and stay in that area. So 2.1, if you want the short version, go to wattage. Start out about 7.5 if you have a 2-ohm coil, and work your way around there. Same thing with wattage, you can adjust it up and down to your preference. VTR, I like it. The only con to this guy, which I found was funny, was that Innokin makes this product. It's an Innokin product through their itaste line, and you will spend probably about $100 on it. They make the iclear 30B, which was is one of my favorite bottom dual coil tanks. It puts off really good vape, and I believe I showed you this, guys, in the Cool Fire 1 video. It's a bottom coil, a lot like a Pro tank. You flip it over, you unscrew it, and you put it in, but it doesn't fit in here. Why in the hell would you guys make this beautiful thing not go in this beautiful thing? That would have looked sick. I mean, come on. And then you pull the top off and it's clean across the top. I wonder if some engineer didn't get fired over this. I'm just saying, I'm not saying they should, but if it was my company and you made something that cool and it didn't go into something else that's that cool, why not? Have I had any problems? I did notice one thing on mine, and this could be, maybe I'm just the lucky one with some of these mods. This little dial right here is supposed to turn. Mine does not. I don't know if that is just something that they decide to do. I even tried to put my rocket, which is a little flathead screwdriver, right in there and pry it, but surprisingly it didn't even scuff up the paint to get that guy to rotate, and it wouldn't rotate. I was too afraid to mess up a $100 mod and actually have my Irish red-headed wife on my back for going, oh my god, you're destroying everything you get. I'm a tinkerer, sorry. So do I recommend it? Yes, if you're on the go, you need something that's durable, that's not going to break. Like for instance, this guy, it's got my Kraken on it right now. I was just trying to see how it worked and how it looked. This is the Cool Fire 1. There is a chance that if I drop this head and this would, and then theoretically I've destroyed two things I love, the Kraken and the Cool Fire 1. On here, if it falls, worst case scenario, I've ruined the tip, and tips can be replaced. Or I can be smart, unscrew this guy, put that in my pocket, no leaky, turn it off, and we're good. It's like carrying around a old brick phone that's a little bit smaller, maybe like the old Nokia brick phone. Those of you who are young enough to remember them. Well, anyways, I would get one. If you're construction, in and out of vehicle a lot, or just on the road a lot, it's pretty good. It does not have a pass-through like some of the other mods that look like this, made just like this, that have a little beam right there. So I'd recommend it. Thumbs up on the itaste VTR. And I'm about to get hit by the traffic again. So guys, thanks for watching my videos, and I hope that I see you next time. Vape on. Y'all want to see who hangs around? Look at that. That's my pops. Check them out. Hi, Pops.
Howdy, son.
So my manhole is literally a manhole. I sit in the old dining room. Hey, this is real life, so I don't care. That's my dad. He's awesome. Anyways, one thing I forgot to mention. The VTR has an extension that goes right in here. Look at that guy. all this does is extend so you can have something into the top, particularly like the K-Fon. Put on your little decorative trim, because we're going to use a 510 connection, not the Ego. And you can wear a K-Fon. That sounds kind of odd, but you can put the K-Fon on, have something that looks like a walkie-talkie. There you go. You could also put on anything you want to use this on, you can use it. Just, I guess it's all a preference of what you like. So I did forget that part. There you go. And just for those of you who might doubt me, let's show you some sub-ohmage. Do I have a sub-ohm? I'm pretty sure my iGo is sub-ohm. 0.6. I noticed anything under 0.5, this one particularly was not registering for me, so I don't know if that is all of them. I mean, because all the ones I've seen has this rotate, mine didn't, so maybe it's just mine. But on mine, 0.5 was the lowest that it would register on the ohm meter deal. So if you're buying it because you're like, oh, I can use it and use it to register my sub-ohms, if you're going to go under 0.5, you know, ultimately, the best thing to do if you're doing that, for you geeks, just get a multimeter. Or, you know, one of those little workstations they got now for 20 bucks. Get something worthwhile. That was it.